Why Aemond Targaryen betrayed his nephews at Storm's End. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most shocking and controversial moments in Westerosi history. Why Aemond Targaryen betrayed his nephews at Storm's End. This act of treachery sent shockwaves through House Targaryen, the Reach, and the entire Seven Kingdoms, raising questions about loyalty, ambition, and vengeance during the war for power. In this video, we're going to explore the circumstances leading up to Aemond's betrayal, his motivations, the immediate fallout, and how this pivotal moment changed the course of the Targaryen conflict forever. Aemond Targaryen, the Dragon Prince. Aemond Targaryen, often called the Dragon of the East, is a complex and formidable figure. Known for his fiery temperament, unmatched skill in battle, and unwavering loyalty to certain ideals, Aemond is both feared and respected. Throughout the war for power, his actions have often been guided by a mix of personal ambition, family loyalty, and a desire for vengeance against those who threaten House Targaryen. Despite his fiery nature, Aemond is strategic and calculating, often balancing bold aggression with careful planning. However, his fierce personality and personal grudges sometimes cloud his judgment, leading to actions that have devastating consequences. His betrayal at Storm's End is a perfect example of the intersection of strategy, emotion, and ambition. Storm's End, a strategic stronghold. Storm's End, the ancestral seat of House Baratheon, is not just a fortress. It's a symbol of military and political power. Its massive walls and strategic location make it nearly impregnable, serving as a critical stronghold in the Reach and a key battleground during the war for power. For the Targaryens, controlling Storm's End was essential for asserting dominance in the region, securing supply lines, and maintaining influence over neighboring houses. The castle's defenders, however, were formidable, loyal to House Baratheon, and cautious of external Targaryen ambitions. It was in this high-stakes environment that Aemond made his fateful move, a betrayal that shocked allies and enemies alike. The build-up, rising tensions in the Targaryen family. The betrayal at Storm's End didn't happen in a vacuum. Leading up to the event, tensions within the Targaryen family had been escalating. Succession disputes. Aemond's nephews, heirs of key Targaryen lines, were potential rivals for the throne. Their ambitions, perceived or real, threatened Aemond's vision of family dominance. Personal grudges, years of rivalries and slights, whether in battle, council, or personal interactions, fueled Aemond's anger and shaped his decisions. Political pressure. The war for power had created an environment of constant uncertainty. Allies, enemies, and even family members were testing loyalties, creating opportunities for decisive and ruthless action. These tensions set the stage for a betrayal that would resonate far beyond Storm's End. Early signs of conflict. While Aemond's nephews were largely unaware of the impending betrayal, subtle signs hinted at underlying friction. Strategic disagreements. Differences in military strategy and governance created tension between Aemond and his nephews. Questions of loyalty. Aemond began questioning the loyalty and intentions of those closest to him, including members of his own extended family. Private calculations. Behind closed doors, Aemond weighed the benefits and risks of acting decisively against potential rivals, showing the careful planning that would define his betrayal. Though these signs were subtle, they were enough for a discerning observer to recognize the potential for a dramatic confrontation. The catalyst. Key events leading to betrayal. Several critical events pushed Aemond toward the decisive act at Storm's End. 1. Threats to influence. The presence of his nephews at Storm's End represented a political threat, as their potential claims to power could undermine Aemond's authority. 2. Opportunity to strike. The chaos of the war for power created openings for Aemond to act with minimal immediate consequences. 3. Personal vendettas. Aemond's deep-seated grudges against family members who challenged his authority or questioned his decisions provided emotional fuel for the betrayal. These factors combined to create a perfect storm, driving Aemond to take an action that would leave an indelible mark on Westerosi history. The betrayal unfolds. Storm's End in flames. Aemond's betrayal at Storm's End was both bold and meticulously planned. Breach of trust. Aemond exploited the trust his nephews had in him, luring them into a vulnerable position. Strategic sabotage. Key defenses were deliberately weakened or misdirected under Aemond's guidance, allowing chaos to take hold within the castle. Direct action. During the assault, Aemond ensured that his nephews were isolated, unable to rally support or mount an effective defense. The betrayal was not merely a tactical maneuver. It was a carefully orchestrated act that combined cunning, opportunity, and ruthlessness. Immediate reactions. Shock and devastation. The aftermath of the betrayal sent shockwaves through both allies and enemies. Nephew's shock. The immediate victims were blindsided, unable to comprehend how a trusted family member could turn against them in their moment of need. Allies' reassessment. Other Targaryen allies were forced to reconsider their loyalties and strategies in light of Aemond's unexpected actions. Enemy advantage. Rival houses quickly capitalized on the disruption, exploiting the chaos to press their own agendas. The betrayal fundamentally altered the balance of power, demonstrating that even family ties can be secondary to ambition and survival in Westeros. Motivations behind Aemond's actions. Aemond's decision to betray his nephews can be understood through a combination of factors. 1. Ambition. By eliminating or neutralizing potential rivals, Aemond strengthened his own claim to influence and power. 2. Survival. The war for power demanded ruthless pragmatism. Aligning with his nephews could have exposed him to greater risk if their loyalties shifted. 3. Vengeance. Long-standing grievances and personal slights likely fueled Aemond's desire to assert dominance and punish perceived disloyalty. This mixture of ambition, survival instinct, and personal vendetta made the betrayal almost inevitable, given the circumstances. Impact on the war for power. The consequences of Aemond's betrayal were immediate and far-reaching. Strategic disruption. The loss of leadership at Storms End destabilized the region, giving rivals a temporary advantage. Political fallout. Trust within the Targaryen family was fractured, complicating future alliances and decision-making. Reputation and fear. Aemond's actions cemented his reputation as a dangerous, unpredictable force, influencing the calculations of allies and enemies alike. Fan reactions and speculation. The betrayal at Storms End ignited intense discussion among fans and analysts. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Why do you think Aemond betrayed his nephews? Was it ambition, vengeance, or strategic necessity? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into House of the Dragon, Westerosi politics, and the most shocking betrayals in history. The war for power is far from over, and you won't want to miss what happens next.